Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I speak about different topics in my channel. So if you like that and you're interested in hearing different topics, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Today I have a new case. I actually started a new series called Crimes That Change Laws. And so basically I will be talking about crimes that change the laws and change the way law enforcement do certain things and stuff like that. So this one, it is about a child, so I'm giving you a warning. I should start doing warnings in my videos, but I only talk about missing kids and missing adults. So with this one, because it is of a child, I will give you a warning on this one. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this video. So today we're going to be talking about Daniel Morcombe. Hope I'm saying his last name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. So Daniel was abducted from an official bus stop under the Keeley Mountain Road on overpass in the Wunway district of the Sunshine Coast, approximately 2 kilometers, 1.2 miles north of the Big Pineapple on Sunday, December 7th, 2003. Witness reports seeing Daniel at approximately 12:10 p.m. under the overpass. Daniel planned to catch the 1:35 p.m. bus to the Sunshine Plaza Shopping Center for a haircut and to buy Christmas presents, but the bus had broken down. When a replacement bus eventually arrived, it did not stop because it was behind schedule and the stop was unofficial. The driver rerouted the depot for another bus to go and pick up Daniel. The driver and other witness later report seeing two men near Daniel when the second bus arrived. 3 minutes later, Daniel and the men were gone. And just keep in mind the bus situation, because the law it involves the bus. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So Daniel disappears was on one of the most extensively investigated crimes in the Queensland history. By December 12, 2008, rewards of $250,000 from the government and $175,000 donated privately had been offered. The private reward expired at midnight on May 31st of 2009. That day, the 7 Network report that known pedophile Douglas Jackway could be entrusted to the police. Jackway had been released from prison 1 month before Daniel's disappearance. The Queensland government came under criticism over Jack's release. Independent Queensland MP Peter Willigenton claimed in the Supreme Court had presented clear evidence of Jack's risk of re-offending. The public promoted civil liberties groups to call for laws being mediated outlets for naming people linking to a crime case. Earlier this month, a full-size clay mod of the man believed to be involved in Daniel's abduction was placed in the spot where he disappeared. Within a few days, more than 300 tips were received. July 2009, Daniel's parents called for a coroner inquest into his disappearance. Of particular interest to the family were several criminals who had told police that they knew who killed Daniel. A coroner inquest was held between October 2010 to April 2011. The inquest called a witness, the bus driver who had failed to stop for Daniel at the overpass, a woman who had seen a man loading near Daniel's, and several persons of interest. On August 13th of 2011, after extensive Mr. Big police operation, police took Brett Peter Kahn into custody and charged him with Daniel murder, child stealing, deprivation of liberty. So Mr. Big is basically, I guess, a lot of people have done it. A lot of people don't agree with the way they do it. A lot of people do agree with the way they do it. But basically what it is somebody who pretends to be like a criminal, and they go to the person of interest that they're looking for, and they start being friends with you. They're like, hey, we're hiring, we're trying to look for someone to hire. Have you done any type of crimes before? So they basically will kind of lie to you. But like I said, I think it's it's okay for people to do that, but a lot of people do not agree with it. A lot of people do agree with it. I really don't. I don't have a say so on that situation. I never. I've heard it in a few crimes, but I just don't have an opinion on that. Interfering with the corpse and other offenses after having led undercover detectives to Daniel's remains. And in 2006, Cohen had been interviewed over the Daniel case, and he had admitted to police that he traveled along Cleary Mountain Road on his way to purchase marijuana from a drug dealer on the day of this disappearance. Cohen confessed to having seen and approached Daniel to offer him a lift to the shopping center, having parked his car in an early car parked of the church he attended. Okay, sir, so you go to church, but you also do other negative. Okay. That's my opinion. Around this time, a white Mitsubishi Pero was seized from a property in Rose Island. The vehicle was believed to have been involved in Daniel's abduction after witness at the colony inquest report seeing a vehicle of similar description parked 10 meters, 333 feet north of site where Daniel was last seen. Let me, because I'm over here. Okay. On August 21st, 2011, 2 shoes and 3 human bones were found at search sites at a Glass House Mountains. The shoes were similar to the ones that Daniel was wearing when he disappeared. Underpants and a belt were also found. However, Daniel also owned a distinctive Foss-style pocket watch with Dan engraved on it, which has not been found. By the end of the investigation, 17 bones had been found, including a ripped hip, leg, arm, and vertebrae. They were all confirmed as belonging to Daniel using DNA from his toothbrush to make the match. As a result of finding, Daniel's funeral was held in Siena Catholic College on December 7, 2012. More than 2,000 people attended. So I'm guessing they haven't found his rest of the body because they would have mentioned it, but I guess his body is, the rest of the body, they still haven't found it. And that to me is like one of the most heartbroken situation, because when you lose a family member, a lot of people, I've gone to a lot of funerals, and when you lose a family member, you're, naturally, thank God I don't ever think I've seen it. I don't think I've ever even, I don't even know what I'm saying. When you lose a family member, whether it's naturally or an accident, I'm not going to say murder because I haven't seen that type of situation. I hope I never do. But when you lose a family member, a lot of people want to have the casket open. And the reason why, this is my opinion, my personal opinion. You may have other opinions, but me personally, I feel like when you have the casket open, that is you telling them goodbye one last time. So when you don't get that goodbye and seeing your loved one for the last time, I think is like a whole different type of pain, if that makes any sense. I had a family member that she unalived herself, and obviously she had 2 kids, so they didn't want the kid to see her body, so they had her cremated. With the whole shooting of the kids with the Uvalde shooting, I've came across stories of parents saying that they were not able to say goodbye to their parents. To their kids, because of how bad the body was. So what I'm trying to say is that when a loved one finally finds the body of their children or their, like they find the body of the loved ones and not all the bones are there, I feel like, in my opinion, I think it would have been a whole different type of pain. Because like I said, when you pass away, your family want to say bye to you. They want to see you one last time. They want to see your face. They want to see your hair. They just want to hold you for one last time. And when you don't get that, I feel like it's just this whole type of different pain. That's in my opinion. I don't know about y'all. Let me know what y'all think, but that's just my opinion. So on February the 7th of 2014, Cohen was ordered to stand trial. He was charged with murder, intentionally dealing with a child under the age of 16, and importantly dealing with court. The trial at the Supreme Court of Queensland began on the 10th February 2014 under Justice Rosaline. A consent date prosecution closed its case on the 7th of March. 116 witnesses gave evidence. Over 200 exhibits were tendered in evidence. Colin pleaded not guilty and declined to give evidence. Yeah, you would not plead guilty, sir, because you think you're about to get away with it, but okay. On March 13th of 2014, Cohen was found guilty of all charges. Cohen had 2 previous convictions for child sex offenses, and on March 14, 2014, he was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years. He was also sentenced to 3.5 years imprisonment for uncleanly dealing with Daniels and 2 years for interfering with his corpse, though sentenced to be served concurrently. Judge Rosaline Atkinson said, "I don't think you should be released in 20 years." And Cohen pleaded his sentence to Queensland Court of Appeal under Justice Margaret Mercado, seeking to have his conviction overturned. He legally teen argued that the confession elected through undercover stinging by police was inadmissible as evidence at the trial. And on May 21st, 2014, Cohen's appeal was dismissed. The former Queensland Attorney General Gordon Bellinger had appeared to have Cohen's 20 years minimum sentence increased. This was also dismissed. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, sir. You did it. There's evidence that you did it. Sit your butt in prison and just accept the fact that you are going to die in prison. And you're going to be there for the rest of your life, okay? I don't get why people, like, I get the innocent ones, because there are people in prison that are innocent. I get that. But if there's so many proof, so many DNA, and it's pointing to you, sir, sit your butt in prison and just let it go. Accept it. Just accept it. Be like, you know what? I did it. I need to accept it. I'm not sending. Just accept it. Because there's so many damn DNA pointing to you. Okay, nobody else but you. So I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know, sir. Just be okay with it. The Daniel McCormick Foundation. So this is where it's coming. The Daniel family started the Daniel McCormick Foundation and put a resource in keeping Daniel's disappearance in the public eye and trying to find out what happened to their son. The foundation is committed to educating children about personal safety and raising awareness throughout Australia of the dangers of priority criminals. These efforts are supported by the Australian media, especially on each anniversary of Daniel's disappearance, when a day for Daniel is held to promote awareness of the voluntarily of children. An accompanying event, the Ride for Daniel, which covers 50 kilometers on the Sunshine Coast, held each year since 2005. And in 2015, Bruce McCormick spoke to the family of another missing child, William Taylor, and warned them that physicals would descend on them, which bizarre and offbeat. Discrediting information, he called it distressing, and said that although they received hundreds of leads telling them that there was a shed of water tank, none were of any help, but still couldn't be ignored in case they included a discussion confession. Capturing the day from CCTV and ATM cameras were more helpful, as once the police had a person of interest and may help disprove an alibi. Daniel's advice was to remain positive, that all you can do, and the police will be working hard. They want to solve it as well. Well, not Daniel, but the dad. His dad said that. Daniel's murder was focus of the crime investigating in Australia. Season 1 episode Tears for Daniel aired in 2005. A film based on Daniel's murder, titled Where is Daniel, was planned and directed by Peter Constance and cinematography by Dean Connolly. On July 2nd of 2017. The case was covered by Case File True Crime Podcast. Daniel's father appears in a series 6 episode of the ABC You Can Ask that focus on families of missing person. In the episode, he described the family perspective on the event as well as the aftermath. The Stranger, a film for analyzing undercover police operation to catch the murder, was released in October 2022, and in July 2022, his parents demand that the filmmaker stop using his name to market the film and were upset that they continue to do so. So I'm going to look for what So they do have a website where it says Daniel's story. The t-shirt Daniel wore day he went missing has become a symbol of child safety awareness. Every year, thousands of people dress up in red for an annual National Day of Action for Child Safety held in the last Friday on October Day of Daniel. So I do have pictures there. That you can donate and everything like that. Also, so I do think I may be wrong, but I do think that they, if you're from Australia, please let me know. Because I've seen this case before. I just cannot remember which true crime. I don't know which true crimer talked about it, but I know that I've seen this case. And for what I remember, I think that the laws is that the bus stop or bus driver is not, whether they're running late or not, they have to stop for the passengers. Like, so if you, like I told you, Daniel was in the bus. He was waiting for the bus. The bus that was supposed to pick him up was late because it had broken down. Well, another bus came by, but did not stop to pick up Daniel because according to the bus driver, he was already late in the route. And when it comes to bus, I don't know about in Australia, but here in where I'm from, buses do have like a set schedule of where they have to stop. Where they have to be in a set schedule. But luckily, I've been lucky enough that when I do get in the bus, even if they're running late, they still will stop and pick up the passengers. But from, like I said, I don't remember if they mentioned it because they didn't mention it here. But I'm assuming that was one of the laws. Not just helping kids. I feel like you always have to talk to kids about danger. Do not blame the parents. I don't want to see nobody in the comments be like, oh, why do they... We don't know if he had a cell phone. I'm assuming he did. We don't know. But at the same time, you as a parent, you never know, and you try so hard and you want to give your kids that freedom, to be independent and stuff like that. So I'm not blaming the parents. I'm blaming the justice system who let this monster in the streets after he's done this before. But I think that was another thing that they had changed in Australia, that even if the bus driver was running late, or even if the bus was arriving late and he knew he was backed up in time, that he should stop for every single, and if he sees somebody in the bus stop, he needs to stop, regardless whether the bus is late, or the president's like, oh, I'm gonna be late, I can't stop for you. I think that should that should have been a law a long time ago. But now it is a law where the bus have to stop, whether the bus is late or whether the bus is on time. The bus has to stop for every single person that they see in the bus stop. So I'm kind of really mad about the fact that the bus driver did not stop for Daniel. Mind you, he was a kid. It would not have taken that long for you to open the door and let him in. I don't know how y'all pay over there, but here we pay with money, like with quarters or dollar. And also the metro, you could buy a car and you could put money in the car. You could put as much of amount of money in the car. So I don't know how y'all do it over there in Australia, but I feel like the bus driver could have just stopped, let him in the bus and let him pay and keep driving. You should have not just drove by and just be like, oh well, I'm running late, so you know what I mean. That really does suck that bus driver didn't stop for Daniel, and I feel like he should have. But yeah, guys, that is it for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I will see y'all Tuesday. Because I don't post on Mondays. Even though TikTok is down, I'm still not posting on Mondays. I'm gonna keep my Mondays and Fridays to give myself a rest and not talk about true crime. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Why am I saying thank you for this video when I'm doing the video? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have anything to say, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely be reading them. I want to start having a conversation about the stories that I tell. If you are rude and you are trying to be a rude person in the comments, I will not hesitate on blocking you. I know that my videos, there has been videos that have gone viral, and I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful. My Yolanda King Tania video went viral. I don't even know how much views I have by now. Cameron Voice, which was he was a young man from Disney Channel, and he had passed away, and I haven't checked, but I know that one also went viral, and I'm really grateful for that. But I do want my other videos, like my missing children case videos, my adult missing case videos, crimes that change law videos. I want these and my other topics too, but these are the main ones that I would love for them to go viral, because these are the ones that need to be talked about more. These are the ones that people need to hear and not forget about, if that makes any sense. So if you are negative in one of my videos, I will block you. I do not care. That's how I am. And yeah, so that is guys for this video. I will see y'all soon with a new video. I hope you have a very happy weekend. If you live in the south and I think we're supposed to be getting snow. I went outside and it's freezing like hell. Sorry, but it's freezing outside. So just, if you do not have anywhere to go, please do not go. Stay home, stay safe, stay warm, and yeah, I will be seeing y'all soon. Bye.